What's up guys, this is C-Plays. Today I'm going into the DS lineup of consoles from Nintendo, but before we jump in, I'd like to say click that subscribe button and the like button. It means a lot to me and it really helps with the channel, so let's go ahead and jump into the video. First thing I'd like to talk about is, of course, the original Nintendo DS, which first came out in North America on November 21st, 2004, and was the very first handheld to have a main menu screen. Also, one of the first devices to ever have a touchscreen, giving a huge emphasis on iPhones and things like that today. Now, don't forget that Nintendo DS started out with PictoChat and DS Download Play pre-installed, which was unbelievable. It was a huge success and just overall was a big step from the Game Boy to a new generation of handheld gaming. Now, let's talk about the DSi next. I know the DS Lite came before it, but let's talk about the DSi. The DSi, of course, came out in the year of 2008 and of course had an unbelievable library, and it had a camera inside it that allows you to take all kinds of awesome photos and have way more fun with your DS system, actually bringing a lot more emphasis to, I'd say, parents and just really just fun overall to all ages. Who did not like the original DS? Of course, the DS Lite came out in early 2006. It was similar to the original DS, except it was slimmer, brighter, and more attractive looking. That was the main reason people brought the DS Lite. Also, it was a way cheaper price point, so why would you not want the DS Lite? Now, next up is, of course, the DSi XL. The DSi XL came out in 2009, and they stopped making it 2014. Of course, it had a way brighter screen and a bigger screen. It also came with stuff like Brain Age, Photo Clock, and Flipnote Studio. Now, I would like to jump into the 3DS age of consoles. Now, the 3DS was an unbelievable console that, of course, gave you the option to play in 3D. That was its biggest feature. It also came with pre-installed games like Face Raiders and AR games. AR was a huge thing at the time, and everyone thought it was the coolest thing, finally having a console that could have a pretty decent camera and play stuff like AR, which was crazy to the internet. Nintendo brought a lot of new concepts now that phones can do today. It was just unbelievable, and everybody thought it was the coolest thing. They could do that anytime, anywhere. Now, the Nintendo 3DS, of course, was a huge hit, selling a ton. Of course, this thing came out in the year of 2011, and who can say no to it? It is such a great console. Everyone, of course, has at least played the 3DS in their life. It is so good, coming with hundreds of amazing games. Now, Nintendo 3DS XL also came out, and it of course had a bigger screen, and the newer versions of course came with a C-Stick, which involved just really gave more third-party options because it really helped with 3D gaming, which really just stuff like, I would say, Monster Hunter. It really just gave it a more enhanced controls over the game itself and gave it more of a modern feel, which is unbelievable. Of course, it came with NFC readers, and of course, it had faster downloads. So the Nintendo 3DS XL was actually a huge hit and one of the best 3DS consoles made to date. Of course, the 3DS came with hundreds of amazing exclusives that nobody could turn down, Pokemon being some of the biggest. Now, let's go into the Nintendo 2DS. Now, this is the one I, in fact, own. The Nintendo 2DS is awesome. The form factor, everything about it was mostly made towards kids. It was also a cheaper version of the Nintendo 3DS, playing the 3DS games in 2D. Now, most people happen to play the games in 2D anyways. Most people don't play 3D all day. So this is just a perfect fit for those of you that want a cheaper price point and those of you that just want to play the games at all. I mean, come on, this is just a perfect way to play any of your 3DS games. It came with, of course, the backwards compatibility for DS games and played all the new 3DS games. Why would you not want the 2DS coming out or released in, of course, 2013? And it was really just, I don't know, it was just really made towards kids to show that it's just compact and you could easily pack it anywhere, and it's really hard to break. It's actually very firm, and it's just really something that I would just throw in the car. You know, it's something that's easy to move around, so it's great. Now, of course, the C-Stick and everything was not involved with the 2DS, which is very sad, but recently the 2DS XL was made, and the 2DS XL was a huge hit in 2017. It had the awesome color designs, in my opinion. I love the color orange, and I love the color blue. Blue definitely being my favorite. As you know, the channel colors are in fact blue and pink. I'm a huge fan of the 2DS XL. It is unbelievable. I mean, come on, guys. The graphics were a little bit better, but it didn't really matter because 3DS games at the time weren't coming out anymore. It was mostly just Switch things and Wii U things coming out. Of course, with the addition to Zelda Breath of the Wild coming out on the Wii U, they mostly were focusing on the last moments of the Wii U and, of course, the beginning of the Switch lifestyle. Now, something I'd like to talk about is, in fact, the 3DS price points right now and the 2DS price points. The 2DS, of course, starting out at the price point of $129. But nowadays on Amazon, they're going for around $300. Something is happening to society, I swear! Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really hope you leave a like and subscribe if you want more Nintendo content. I'm the perfect channel for you guys. Thank you so much. This is T Plays. I'll see y'all next time for more.